Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am finally going to be revealing the secret project that I've been referring to in some of my crochet videos. So I had a secret project going that I couldn't talk about in vlogs or videos because they were all Christmas gifts, and most of my family members watch my videos or at least have been playing in the background, so I can never really say anything about them, and I definitely couldn't show the finished products of them. But I don't know if anyone was like super interested in what I was talking about in my crochet videos, or if you didn't really care that much, but either way, I will finally be revealing what the secret project was. I have learned Tapestry Crochet, and I made a bunch of different family members pillows with a design that they would like, so everyone has their each individual design catered to their interests, and it has the front is a tapestry like panel, and then the back is just plain. So I just sewed them together to become a pillow because I thought that that would kind of was more homey and kind of more, I don't want to say practical, but like realistic of what people would want. Like, because I'm going to give someone a tapestry with, like, you know, like one of those wooden things that you put it on and then it has a hanging string, then they then have to hang that up, and I didn't want people to have extra things to do after I give them a present. Not that I haven't given people hanging things before, hanging gifts before, but still I was like, I think everyone would like a pillow. And also pillows made it harder to see that my edges of the tapestry were not a perfect square slash rectangle. So I'm going to start with the first one I made. I'm going to show all of them. This one is a penguin for my sister. A penguin pillow. I actually made a penguin pillow for both of my sisters. This is the only one that is doubled. And originally I was thinking about starting to learn tapestry, and then that was like in October, and I was like, I'm gonna practice with something kind of like this, something easy. And I originally was only gonna give one to my middle sister as a gift and use it as practice, but then I realized like this makes sense for everyone, a gift for everyone, which made the Christmas shopping very easy this year. So even though it started as for my middle sister, this one is for my older sister, and then I didn't end up making my middle sister's until last. Even though this whole thing began with me wanting to make one for her, she ended up being last because after I made this one I knew that I wouldn't have trouble making it again. Also, if you're wondering, I'm filming this like 2 weeks before Christmas, and then just not planning on uploading it until the day after Christmas so that they don't see this. It took me so long to figure out what I wanted to do, because I was like, I want to show this in a vlog, especially because I was talking about it and referring to it as a secret project, so I'm sure that piqued some people's interest. And I also just like to share my crochet journey on my YouTube channel, but I was like, how am I going to do this? I originally was going to upload a video and then like prior to Christmas and have it and be like, if you're a member of my family, don't watch this, which would have been fine. Like, I'm sure they would have been able to handle that, but at the same time, a lot of my family members just put my vlogs on in the background, and so if they don't hear that at the beginning, then they're just gonna eventually look at it and see the things that I've made them. So I was like, no, I will just film this before I wrap the presents, obviously, because there would be no way for me to film this afterwards. Like, I can't be like, give me all those things back so I can film a video. So it makes sense to just film it a couple weeks before Christmas and then upload it after, in case anyone was wondering about how I was doing this. I may even film their reactions. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this, so but it would be cool if I filmed some of the reactions opening it, but that might be too overwhelming because I'm gonna give everyone theirs on Christmas morning, when like my niece and nephew will also be opening their presents from Santa, and like everything will be like a big, it's just very overwhelming on Christmas morning. We have like a brunch with my extended family, and I don't know if I would like want to vlog, but maybe I could just vlog like my sister's reactions if I remember to do it. If I do, that'll be at the end of this video. If it's not at the end of this video, don't blame me. Anyway, now I'm just going to reach over randomly. I'm not really going to go in the order that I made them in. Okay, so this one is for my aunt. It's a minion. This might be my favorite one. I'm not really sure. Let me know what your favorite one is in the comments. I really want to know. My mom told me what her favorite one is when I finished it yesterday. But I love this. I think it's so cool that it's like a knowable character in life, but that I was able to make it. The teddy bear came out like kind of fuzzier than it's supposed to be, like very not detailed, but I like it like that. You can still tell that it's like the minion that holds his little teddy bear all the time. I love the 2 different color eyes. I just love that you can just see what it is, because I think Tapestry can be a very trusted process kind of crochet project, because you're like, is this coming out? Is it going to be noticeable what it is? But like, you can absolutely tell what this is. I love it. I made this one for my best friend, and also she's the only one that would possibly be in danger of seeing this video before I give it to her, because we usually don't exchange Christmas presents for a super long time. But I'm not sure if she watches my videos. If she does, it's okay. But this is the only pillow that I did scallop edging around, which I thought was really cute. These are cherries, but I also really like, which I didn't notice until I finished it, that if you have it upside down, it looks like flowers, or like specifically tulips, I think, which is her favorite flower. So I think that kind of worked out pretty well, but I will have to tell her when she opens it to like hold it this way first, so that she knows it's little cherries. I think this one's pretty cute. I think it would be cute on like a bed, really, I don't know if she has a white, I think she has a white bedroom color theme, so I think that would like stand out and be really cute. I like the contrast between the pink and the red. Should I rate these? The minion is 9 out of 10. This is 6.5 out of 10. This is also the only one that I did in half double crochet, because with Tapestry I'm not really exactly sure. I was like following grids that are already made. I'm not super sure if you can do them in stitches bigger than a single crochet, so all the rest of them are in single crochet, which kind of caused my tension to be kind of wonky, because I don't crochet in single crochet very often. So this was in half double crochet. I'm not sure if that made a difference in how the pattern came out. It is kind of maybe the most boring one, not in a bad way though. Like it's cute and it's the type of thing she would like, but it's probably like one of the easier ones. The penguins are probably also like 7 out of 10, because they were easy too, which they had to be, because that was the first one I made and I wasn't like sure that I was going to be continuing doing it and trying to do harder and harder ones. But the penguins are cute. They're my sister's favorite animals. So like I shouldn't even rate them, because everyone is gonna like their own pillow the best, because I made it so it's the thing that they like. Here is the other penguin in a purple. I had to have my mom help me stuff some of these, because I'm really bad at stuffing pillows. I feel like you have to really like smash it around to get it to spread out evenly, but still cute. All the backs are just blank, in case you're wondering. How cute. This one is such a close contender to being my favorite, which is crazy, because I don't know, it's not that like crazy of a design. It's the only one that has words. This is for my grandparents, and I really struggled with what design to do for them, and so I did this one pretty late, because I truly couldn't really pick one. I didn't know what suited them very well, and what was also at the same time easy enough for me to do. But when I saw this, I showed it to my mom, and this design, I showed it to my mom, and she was like, yeah, I think that's perfect. It's very cute. I love the exclamation point. This one was also very trust the process. When I was making like the Y especially, I was like, you definitely can't, or you're not going to be able to tell what this says. I'm going to have to just think of a different design for them, but no, it's cute. You can tell what it says. I like it. If I'm going to be rating things, this might be 10 out of 10. I really like it. This next one is probably going to be a lot of other people's favorites, because it is super cute design, and super like whimsical, I guess. This is for my aunt, my uncle, so it's my dad's sister and her husband. I chose this because they have dogs and they love dogs, but they're also just like kind of silly people, and so I thought they would appreciate a hot dog. I think dog lovers in general would just like this design. I didn't do any cat designs. My aunt, who I made the minion for, has 2 cats and loves cats, so I almost went for a cat for her, but I'm so glad I did the minion because, for one thing, she gets cat things all the time for Christmas, and I hate to be that person that is like just getting someone the same thing that they're always kind of getting. Like, for example, my middle sister loves the aliens from Toy Story, and so she's always getting alien stuff, which is like nice because that's what she likes, but sometimes I wonder, like, do those people get tired of those things, and does it feel kind of slightly lazy to resort to that when you know it's like something they like? I don't know. But so I'm really glad I did the minion for her because it came out cute and it's something different than what you would normally get from other people or even from me. Anyway, did I rate this one yet? I think this one also might be a 10 out of 10. The mustard part was really hard. My struggle with Tapestry, okay, because I don't like to carry yarn. I particularly hate carrying yarn. If you've seen some of my tutorials, you would know that. I will purposely go out of my way to not carry yarn, and I'll cut off the yarn instead and reattach yarn. Although, for the I Love You pillow, I was carrying yarn, like, that whole time. And for my next pillow I'm about to show, I was carrying yarn for that too. But that was easy because those were only 2 colors. And this, like, I hate carrying yarn of more, even 2 colors is annoying, but even more than 2 colors, it's like, it's so hard to keep it separated. And I know people put them in like separate bags or boxes, but I just find it annoying. So my strategy for Tapestry has been cutting off yarn and reattaching and weaving in ends, which I truly don't mind. I know people hate weaving in ends. I don't mind weaving in ends, and so that's why it works for me. I just would cut off the yarn and then leave all the ends up until I get to the end of that row. I chain 1, turn it over, and then before I move on, I weave in all those ends. But it's just hard to weave in ends when it's like you've only done like 1 stitch there, because then what are you going to weave into? If you're weaving certain colors underneath other certain colors, they stand out too much. And so basically I would try, like with the yellow, I would try to like weave it only underneath yellow, but then it's like where there's not enough yellow to do that. So that was a struggle. This one, I feel like this one was probably the hardest one to do, but I like the colors. I was lucky enough that I had all of these browns ready except the darkest one, so I went and got the darkest one. The eye looks cute with just like the little touch of white. That's precious. The smile is noticeable and cute. I am impressed with myself with this one. The last one is for my niece. Actually, before I said the last one I made was my sister's pink one, but this is the last one I made. I forgot, because here's what happened. I wasn't gonna make one for my niece, but she found out about the secret project. She saw one of the pillows, and then she wanted me to make one. At first I was like, this is a secret project, I don't want you to know about it. But then I was like, okay, what do you want? And I showed her all the designs I'd saved in my Pinterest, and she was thinking about a couple different ones, but she ended up with this one, which I'm very glad about for 2 reasons, and I'll show in a second. I'll reveal it. For 2 reasons. One is that it was super easy, and 2 is that it just like is a design that everyone in my family is going to like. It's a Mickey ice cream. Mickey ice creams are one of my favorite things. It's a staple in my life. Whenever I go to whenever I have gone to Disney in the past, I would always get these and be obsessed with these. Although in recent years I've been liking the sandwiches more than I think these are called Mickey premium bars. But still, like, I love just looking at this. I love looking at this. I love that it just like is a very me thing, and it's a very her thing, and it just represents Disney and our love for Disney as a whole. This is the one that my mom said was her favorite. I think it's very like well done, and of course, since it's my last one that I did, obviously I'm sure I improved a little, and so it's gonna be maybe more well done than the others. I did carry yarn, which made it like, because I wouldn't carry yarn here obviously because this is all just one color besides this part, but then like I was carrying pink all underneath this, and I was lucky that pink was not showing up through the brown. but like I think that made it so the design was like kind of tighter up here. But again, like since I did pillows, it's not super noticeable. So I think this one is a 9.5 out of 10. I'm only giving off points because it ends up being a really small pillow, which the Minion one was too. And that's just because like I mean I added a border after I did this. I think I did the Minion one too, I can't really remember, but basically I was like I'm following the grid pattern and it makes what it makes. And I didn't care like if it was small or not, because I just like I couldn't deal with like the math of it all. And like what I said with the cherry one, like I wasn't sure if I could make things half double crochet or not, and the cherry one was the only one that I was willing to test it out on because that one was so like such a simple design. So the pillows came out the sizes that they came out. I followed the grid completely, and then I would just add like one row of border, and that's it. So it is pretty small, but I think it, oh, you can even see like from afar, it's just like so, it's just so cute. So I have been working on these for 2 months, since October, although they weren't taking me very long. I could actually do all of them, like I could do one per day, but a lot of them are taking me more than one day, only because it was very mentally exhausting to do it. And some of them were easier than others. So like this one only took me a day because it was so like simple, like there's not a lot of color changing. So this one took me like, I mean it still took me a lot of hours in the day, but like still. And then other ones would take me up to 3 days, but like I could have done them in a day, like the penguin ones and everything. I could have done them in a day probably, but they were just like so mentally exhausting to do them. I would have to take breaks, which is something that I don't do very often with crochet. People always say to me, like at craft fairs, if other people crochet, they're always like, I don't know how you're making all these things so quickly, because it takes me like so many months to do a sweater or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I crochet pretty fast. I kind of hyper focus on a project until it's done, but with these I just like absolutely had to take a break, which I know 3 days is still fast to do something like this, but I'm glad that I've learned patience with that kind of thing, because when I used to try to make stuffed animals in crochet, I didn't have that kind of patience, and in my mind I would just be like, since the outcome was going to be a small thing, I wanted it to take a small amount of time, and when it wasn't, it made me mad. And so I would really rush stuffed animals, and that's why I never ended up being good at them, because I would have this mindset of like, this should be done in a day. And so I would just like not take my time making things the way I wanted to make them, blah blah blah. So I'm glad that that has passed. It's been probably like 3 or 4 years since I've really made stuffed animals, and now I think this is like, first of all, I think this is easier than stuffed animals. I don't know what other people think. If you've like ever tried tapestry crochet, let me know like what you think the difficulty level is and how hard you think it is to read grid patterns and everything. And also don't forget to let me know which one of these was your favorite, because I really want to know. Like, I'm very interested. But yeah, I'm just glad that I allowed myself to take my time on this, and allow myself to take my time on anything that I need to take my time on, now that I've gotten more used to like just having the knowledge of some things are gonna take me longer than others, and they take me as long as they need to take me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, whether you were curious or not about what my secret project was, or maybe this is the first video of mine you're watching, and now you can go look back at my other crochet videos, and then you'll get a sense of what I normally make, which is mainly like sweaters, cardigans, sometimes hats, beanies and bucket hats, or basically wearables are kind of the things I like to make. But I like to do this kind of stuff too. The reason I actually was thinking about it in the first place was because I wanted to make, which I'm not going to end up doing this year, but I was thinking about making a sweater that was like a Christmas tree, but like super basic. Like, I literally just wanted to be like one solid color and then another color of like just a rectangle and then a triangle. It would basically pretty much look like an arrow, except it would be a Christmas tree. And I was like really thinking about doing that, and then I was like, maybe I should just start like learning and practicing Tapestry Crochet. So that's how this whole thing started. I never ended up making a sweater, but I'm sure I will eventually. I'm still not sure exactly how. I need to just learn more about Tapestry Crochet, because I don't know if people who are making sweaters are making them in single crochet, or if like the grid patterns can be adapted to the larger stitches, because single crochet sweater sounds not fun. I mean, I do make sweaters that are like a row of double and then a row of single, and also houndstooth sweaters are alternating double and single, but like still. And I just don't think my tension is right for a sweater right now with these pillows that I've made. My tension never ended up being right, even when I got the last one. I just don't know. I don't know what's up with that. I need more practice. I don't know if I'll ever be able to like have the correct tension to make a sweater. I'll have to look into it though and see what other people do. I've recently joined like crochet Facebook pages, so I'm seeing more and more of just things people do in general, because now on Instagram, I mainly share my crochet to Instagram, but like now it's so hard because I'm sure many people know Instagram like doesn't have the thing where you can see people's recent posts anymore when you search hashtags and everything. So it's like people who don't have a lot of followers on Instagram are like not seeing people are not seeing their uploads. Like if I wanted to search other people's crochet and I wanted to see just like anyone's and not just like the most liked ones, I can't do that. It's sad, and then people don't see mine. I don't like the way Instagram has become like that, even though Instagram used to be like my favorite social media site app, and now it's just like very hard to be a small creator on that app. So although I have often thought that by now I would have deleted Facebook, and I consider it to be like not the most current social media site, groups are very helpful. I'm in quite a lot of groups on Facebook, including now crochet ones. I'm in a couple different crochet ones. I also just joined like an LGBTQ crochet page, and that's fun. Although most of the people posting there, we're all posting like the same yarn because Joanne has the pride yarn. So like most of the posts are basically in that yarn, so that's kind of slightly boring. But I do see broad posts in the other pages that I'm in, so I think I'm gonna learn a lot from those pages. Thank you to everyone who has been watching my videos all year, or who have just been watching my most recent videos or today's video. All of it is super helpful to me, and I'm super grateful, and I'm going to be continuing videos like this as well as other types of videos like vlogs and hauls in 2025. So I will see you guys then. Hey guys, it's Christmas Eve. I think I'm gonna give the presents now. I was supposed to give them out tomorrow for Christmas Day, but most of the people are here already, and some of the people that I'm supposed to be giving presents to tomorrow are not gonna be there tomorrow anymore. So it kind of just makes sense to do it today. So I'm gonna try to record someone's reaction. Yeah, it's this. You don't have to sit next to each other. It's the same thing in different colors.
Are they connecting sweaters?
Go ahead.
Sweaters that can...
Oh my god, how cute! How did you do that? But you know what's weird? You know what's weird is that it's the same exact pattern, but they're different sizes. I don't know why they're different sizes. Yeah, he's supposed to be like peeking out. Lorelai has one. She knows about it, obviously.
Isn't that cute? I love that. That's amazing.
When she gets this idea, then you don't want to be by her for a while. Lorelai's is my favorite.
Oh!